Good morning. This is our yoga sculpt. We'll need a set of blocks and then a set of light weights for today. And we're going to start in a comfortable seated position, starting here with some breath work. Any comfortable position, just having a seat either on the floor. You're welcome to bring a block underneath your hips if that's comfortable. And resting your hands on your thighs. Maybe bring a gentle gaze behind your eyes. Lengthen through the crown of your head, sinking your hips in towards the floor, shoulders relaxed down from your ears. As you take a deep breath in, filling your belly, ribs, and lungs. Full exhale out, releasing all the way back down. On your exhales, continue to find length, drawing the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Breathing here with control. Your next full breath, go all the way to the top. Once you arrive, hold your breath and now sealing your lips, breathing in and out through your nose. A few more rounds of breath here. Next, inhale, gently flutter your eyes open. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms overhead, bring your gaze back to center. Exhale, bend, cactus, lift your gaze. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release your left hand by your left side. Deep side bend. Reaching your right fingertips long. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Right hand plants on the floor on a block. Reach your left fingertips long. Inhale, rise to center. One more time each side. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left hand can resume on the floor on a block. Reach the right fingertips long. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your right hand to the floor or a block, deep side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to rock forward, finding a tabletop at the center of our mat. Bringing your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, tuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Tabletop, cow, and cat. Exhale, untuck your toes, round your spine. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, let it go on your exhale. One more time here, cat and cow with your breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come back through center. Reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Hold the left arm high and then bend your elbow, continuing to open up your chest. Exhale, left elbow taps right wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left elbow to right wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Release your left hand under your left shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Gaze up towards your right fingertips, circle out your wrist, circle out your shoulder forwards and back. Inhale, right arm high. Now bend your elbow, bring your elbow towards the ceiling, right hand behind your ear. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow taps left wrist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Coming back to your tabletop, gently bump your hips side to side. Walk your hands up, palm print forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming to our first downward facing dog. Biceps, frame your ears as you press your heels in towards the floor. Now begin to bend and extend into one knee at a time as you lengthen through one leg, bending deeper into the opposite. Gently lower both the heels to the floor, starting with the left side. Inhale, lengthen your left leg high. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, hold the left knee bent as you draw your left knee towards your left wrist, finding pigeon. Lower your right knee, tuck your right toes back. Walk your hands through center. Hands can be on blocks or on the floor. Option to bind your hands behind your back, lengthening through your spine, lifting your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch forward and hold. Option to release your arms under your chest. You're welcome to keep that bind if you like. You can add a gentle sway from side to side if that's comfortable. Rock back through center, plant your hands under your shoulders, tuck your right toes, lift your hips as you seal your front left foot at the center. Coming into that curtsy pyramid, you can create a bend in either or both knees. You can try straightening the legs for a deeper stretch. With your feet where they are, walk your hands towards the inside of your front left foot, and then continue to spiral your toes to the long edge of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Feel free to adjust your stance. You can come wider or more narrow. Really let your head, neck, and shoulders just hang. You can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. Sway back through center. Release your hands back to the floor to blocks right hand. The center, reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Release your left hand back to center. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Release your right hand back to meet the left. Walk your hands back to center, framing your left foot. Bend into your left knee and plant your left knee back to your left wrist. Come back to that pigeon. Lower your hips and seal your right knee to your left foot. We're going to find a 90-90 drill. Option to keep your hands behind your back for support. You can also bring your hands to heart center for more of a core challenge. Inhale, lift both of your knees to center. Rotate to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your knees to the ceiling. Plant your feet, rotate to the back of the mat. We're going to add on this round. Inhale, lift the knees. Rotate to the back of the mat. Now inhale, lift your hips. Press your palms back. Reach your hips forward. Bring your hands back to heart center or behind your back, slowly lower down. Lift the knees, come through center. Rotate to the back of your mat. Lift your hips. Rest your hips forward. From here, lower your hands to frame your front left knee. Pivot your toes so your right foot steps back and draw your left foot coming to the floor, coming into a high lunge. Back foot is lifted. Inhale, reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Forwards and backwards. We're going to find horizon lunge. Pivot to the outer edge of each foot. Lower that right hip towards the floor. Does not have to tap. Reach your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Come back through center. We're going to find Skadasana, side low onto the back of the mat. Bend into that back right knee. Left foot is straight. You can keep your hands at heart center to challenge your balance. You're also welcome to bring your hands to the floor or to blocks in front of you. You can point, flex, add some movement to that left, maybe come up high on that right tippy toe. We're going to come back to Skadasana at the top of the mat, bend into that left knee, straighten the right, Pivot your toes, frame your left foot, come back to that high lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, sweep lightning crescent, hinge forward, arms sweep back, hold the hinge, sweep your arms around in front, pivot your right toes, open up, find your warrior two. Deep bend to that front left knee, looking over your left fingertips to see your big left toe. Inhale, rise, big star. Pivot your left toes, exhale, bend cactus. Inhale, reach, pivot your left toes to the top of the mat, big star. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to repeat that. Inhale, lift, big star. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, pivot your left toes, goddess pose. Inhale, reach, pivot your left toes. Exhale, warrior two. Holding here and breathing. Find extended side, try to float that left arm, hold it for a breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior, sway back. Inhale, sway forward, reverse to front, back to reverse. Hold it here. Draw your right arm down your right leg or behind towards your left hip. Inhale, lengthen that left leg long, reverse your triangle. Option to find archer, engaging your left quadricep, flexing your left toes as you dig your heel towards the floor. Lower your left toes if they're lifted. Inhale, rise up, stack your shoulders over your hips, tee up the arms. Bump your hips back. Reach your left fingertips long, left arm down, right arm up. Find your triangle. Inhale, lengthen, right fingertips long, gaze up to challenge your balance. Gaze down to add balance. Stay here or play. We're going to lift and lower for 5. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend into that front left knee, cartwheel down, frame your left foot, step your left foot, paddle it out, come back to your breath, come back to your down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale, and just breathing. Allow those hips to find gentle movement from side to side. Lower the heels, inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your left knee, stack your hip, hold the knee bent as you draw that right knee down and forward towards your right wrist. Gently lower your left knee. Option to tuck your left toes and draw that left leg back as far as you need to. Hands can be on blocks or on your sides towards the floor, gazing up towards the ceiling. Option to stay here, bind your hands. We're going to do 3 crunches here in half pigeon. Exhale, lower down, come towards the floor. Inhale, rise. Try to stack your shoulders back over your hips. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, rise. One more, exhale, crunch and stay. You're welcome to hold that bind. You can release your hands towards the floor. Any movement that feels comfortable here in your body today. Maybe find a gentle sway if that's in your practice. Taking note how this side may feel different than the other side. That's okay. Gently plant your hands under your shoulders. We're going to lift our hips, feeling that front right foot, finding our curtsy pyramid. Lift up. Walk your hands back to frame your front right foot. Remember, create a bend in those knees if you need to. Try to straighten them to deepen that stretch. Walk your hands to the inside of that front right foot. Pivot your toes to the long edge of your mat. You can always increase the distance or decrease the distance between your feet. Toes are slightly inward as your heels are turned slightly outward for a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head hang loose and just releasing down. Head, neck, and shoulders falls towards the floor, lengthening through the backside of your body. Walk your hands over to the left foot. Plant your right hand on the floor on a block. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands back over to your right foot. Left hand stays down on the floor on a block. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand. We're going to keep our body to the front from here. We're going to come back to that pigeon. Plant your hands and seal your right knee to your right wrist. Lower your right hip, draw that left knee up towards your right foot. Again, same options, hands behind your back or at heart center. Inhale, lift your knees to the ceiling, plant your feet and rotate your knees to the back of the mat. Now your left knee is forward, right knee taps the sole of your left foot. Inhale, lift your knees, 90-90 drill. Come back to center. One more time, we're adding on here. Inhale, lift your knees, rotate to the back of your mat. Lift your hips, both knees grounded. Press your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, lift your knees, plant your feet to the floor. Nice. This time, right knee is forward. Dive into your knees, lift your hips, press your hips forward. Gently lower your hips down. We're going to draw the hands down to frame your right knee. Step your left foot back and plant your right foot to the inside between your palms. Left arm down, right arm towards the ceiling. Circle out that right wrist. Circle out your shoulder. Forwards and backwards. Inhale, right arm high, horizon lunge. Pivot to the outer edge of each foot. Stay here. Maybe continue to dip that left hip towards the floor as you reach your right fingertips towards the inside of your left ankle. Inhale, come back to center. Rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent. Hinge forward. Sweep your arms around in front. Pivot your left arm, open up. Warrior two. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, lift big star, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Pivot your right toes, bend your elbows, bend your knees, cactus to goddess. Inhale, rise, pivot your right toes back to top of the mat. Bend into your front right knee, warrior two, one more time. Inhale, lift big star. Exhale, pivot your right toes, goddess pose. Inhale, rise, pivot your right toes back to the top. Exhale, deepest bend, that warrior two. Looking out over your right fingertips. Maybe you can see your right big toe. Inhale, extended side. Reach those fingertips long. Exhale, sway to the back. Reverse your work. Commit to that bend, that front right knee. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reverse and stay. Draw your left arm down your left leg or around towards your right hip. And just reach. Lengthen that front right leg, reverse triangle. Stay here, engage your right quadricep, flexing your right toes to the ceiling, heel towards the floor. Lower your right foot down to the floor. Tee up the arms, bump your hips back. Once you reach your hips as far as you can, draw your right fingertips far to the front of your mat. Right arm down, left arm up, find your triangle. Gazing down for balance, gazing up to challenge your balance. Inhale, lifting your left fingertips long. Stay here or lift and lower for 5. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it low. Pivot your left toes, bend to that front right knee. Bring your palms down. Step your right foot back to meet the left, pedal it out. Coming back to that down dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. All right, we should be nice and warm now. Make sure you got those weights and those blocks nearby. We're going to start by bringing a block between our thighs. From here, still in your down dog position, we're just going to lift and lower the heels. Heels lift, heels lower. Dynamic down dog, static movement as you lift and lower the heels. Engaging the front side of your legs, engaging the back side of your legs. Using the core engagement to keep the hips elevated. Lots of glute work here. Shoulder stretch as you reach your fingertips long. If your wrists are beginning to bother you, try pressing into your finger pads, releasing your palms. You can also come down to a dolphin by releasing your elbows, still with the hips high, heels lift, heels lower. All right, if your forearms are down, come back to your wrist. We're gonna set that block off to the side, no block, no equipment. How? Inhale, lift your right leg high. Flex your right foot, pulse it for 10. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it high. Now we're gonna bend the right knee as we lower the hips, cross that right ankle on the top of the left thigh. Find a figure 4 plank, press the hips high. Now we're gonna find a figure 4 power dog. Bend the left knee, holding that figure 4 the entire time. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, press forward, find that high plank. Lift the hips. Figure 4 down dog. Lift the hips. Gently plant the right foot to meet the left, pedal it out. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Allow the hips to sway. Lower the heels, lift the left leg high, flex the left foot, pulse it for 10. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that left knee as you lower the hips into a high plank stance. Cross that left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Flex that left foot, press the hips up, down dog. Bend the right knee, power dog, cover the shin. Inhale, lift. High plank. One more time, lift it up. Power dog, bend the right knee. Lift the hips. High plank. Press the hips up and back. Plant that left foot to meet the right, pedal it out. Bend and extend. All right, from here, we're going to gently lower the knees towards the floor, coming into a tabletop. We're going to grab a weight or a block and place it behind your left knee. With your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, coming back to that tabletop position, we're going to alternate pressing that left leg up to the ceiling, lower down, lift that left knee out from the hip. Alternating donkey kick, press it up to a fire hydrant, lift it out. Flexing through that left foot the entire time to keep that block or that weight behind your left glute. Draw that left heel close in towards your glutes. Alternating, press it up, stamp the sole of that left foot up towards the ceiling, open out to the side. Right toes can be tucked or untucked. Gentle gaze down between your thumb and index finger to avoid straining your neck, looking side to side. I'll let you know what's coming next, don't worry. Press, release, open, and close. You've got it. All right, give me one more on the left side, then we're gonna switch. All right, release that left knee down. Whatever prop you're using, block or weight, remove from your left knee and place it behind the right. Come back to that tabletop. Press your right foot towards the ceiling, lower down, open that right knee out from your right hip, release it down, press it back up. Don't forget to flex your right toes. Imagine you're trying to stamp the sole of your right foot up to the ceiling as you press that foot straight up and back. Open your right knee directly out from your hip. Excuse me. Fire up the base of your right glute with that right press up. Working the outer right glute as you open out from the hip. Keep it going. Press it up. Release it down. Couple more here. We're going to come on to our back side next, finding a bridge. One more. Press it up. Release it down. Open. Lower down. Release that weight or block off to the side. We're gonna come onto our back. Once you arrive, keep the equipment nearby. We're not gonna use it just yet. Coming onto your back, find a bridge pose. Walk your heels in close towards your glutes. Head, neck, and shoulders stay grounded. Inhale, lift your right leg high, flex your right foot. We're just gonna lower and lift that right leg. As you lift that right leg, if this feels easy, your focus should be really pressing your lower back to the floor. Think about sealing your back hips into the floor. Pressing your sacrum down, left foot stays glued to the floor, right toes are flexed, lift and lower. You can also increase the range of motion, lengthening closer towards your forehead and closer towards the floor without touching. Single leg lift and lower. Firing at the lower right ab. All right, give me one more. Hold that right foot to the ceiling, right foot stays flexed, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Lots of figure fours today. Press that right knee away from your body. Plant your hands by your hips, press into the left foot, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and tap. Figure four bridge, lift, and tap. Continuing to flex your right foot, continuing to actively draw that right knee away from your midline. Lift and lower the hips. Moving here with control. Figure four bridge. Keep it going. Almost there. Gently lower the hips, cactus the arms, palms facing up. Now allow your knees to fall from side to side. Slow and steady, keeping both shoulders grounded, alternating, letting the hip lift up off of the floor. Spinal stretch, but you're also activating the core here by keeping at least one part of your left foot in towards the floor. Maybe it's the outer edge. Maybe it's the sole of your foot. Maybe it's the inside edge to your arch. And just allowing the knees to fall from side to side. Trying to get a little bit deeper each time as you keep your head, neck, and shoulders glued to the floor. One more time on each side. Gently come back to center. Hold the cactus in the arms. Lift your hips high. Lift your right leg high. Tiny circles here, hips elevated. Does not matter which direction you draw that right foot in. Just try to draw a tiny circle as if you have a marker between your toes and you're drawing it up towards the ceiling. Tiny circle. Get going, hips elevated. All right, flip it in reverse. Reverse that circle. Doesn't matter which way you started. We're going the opposite way now. Press into that left foot. Hips are elevated. Hips are square. If that right hip starts to droop down, lift it back up. Continue to point the right toes. Try to keep that right leg as straight as you can up towards the ceiling. Glute work. Inner and outer thigh work. Hamstring work. Quad work. Core work. You've got it. One more circle. Lower the hips. Lower the right foot. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Keeping your head, neck, and shoulders grounded as you stretch the back side. Gently plant your feet back to the floor. Now we're going to come back and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Hands by your hips. Lift your left leg high. Flex your left foot. Lower and lift. Just the left leg is moving. Right leg is grounded. Right knee towards the ceiling. To make it more challenging, take any bend out of that left knee. To alleviate some tension from your lower back, create a bend in that left knee. Likewise, you can increase the range of motion or decrease the range of motion. Most importantly, you want to tuck your hips under. Think about bringing your hands on your hips, thumbs to the bottom towards your mat, your other four fingers to the top, and rotating your thumb towards your heels and your index finger towards your rib cage. That's the rotation you want to feel in your hips when you're doing core work. And that's the motion that I mean by gluing your lower back to the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg to the ceiling. Plant your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Now allow that left knee to really open here. Holding and breathing. Press into your right foot, keeping that left knee open. Squeeze your glutes, lift and lower. Figure four bridge. Really pressing into that right foot. You're welcome to keep your hands by your hips if that's comfortable. You can also cactus the arms. You want to get a little bit deeper, something different this time. You can bind your arms overhead, just like a reverse ragdoll. Hips lift, hips lower, still drawing that left knee away from your body. One more. Lower the hips down. Now slow and steady, allow the knees to fall side to side. As one hip lifts, one hip lowers, then you switch sides. Make sure both shoulders are stayed grounded towards the floor. Gentle rotation. Back through center. Slow and steady. By your side, cactus, or gentle ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows overhead. Deep spinal twist, activating the deep core as you rotate from side to side. One more time on each side. Then come back to center. Release that bind of your left foot. Draw your left foot to the ceiling. Point your toes. Hips are elevated. Tiny circles here. Doesn't matter which direction. You're just drawing circles. Tiny movement. Make sure to keep those hips elevated. Make sure if that left hip starts to droop down, you lift it back up again. Got it. Tiny circles. Now flip it in reverse, opposite direction. Hips high. Try to keep that left leg straight if you can. Point your left toes. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Gently lower your hips, lower your left foot. Grab that block, place it between your thighs, and come to reverse tabletop with your knees over your hips. Shins parallel to the floor, tap your toes. With your hips still tucked under, we have a double toe tap. Lower the toes, tap the floor. Lift the knees, bring them back over your hips. Squeeze that block, double toe tap. Lift it up. Now, if at any point in time as you're lowering those toes towards the floor, and your lower back lifts up, or if you have any sort of discomfort, don't lower your toes as far. Keep it going, lower and lift. Knees stay bent here. You're bringing your toes as close as you can to the floor, trying to tap the floor without any discomfort in your lower back. Keep it going. Toes tap and reach. All right, bring your legs to the ceiling. Option to bring a weight in each hand. Elbows are wide. Crunch to center. Right hand comes to the left ankle. Come back to center, lower down. Exhale, crunch center, left hand to right ankle. Come back to center, lower down. Crunch center, hold, reach opposite hand to the opposite outside ankle. Center and release. Think slow and steady. Option to use weights in the hands here if you'd like. Reach, center, release. Keep it going. Moving here with control. Lower back stays glued to that floor. One more time on each side. Crunch, reach, center, and lower. Last one. All right, go ahead and release that block from your thighs. Keep your legs towards the ceiling. V out the legs. Reach that block between your thighs. Reach the block overhead. Hold that crunch. Crisscross right over left. Left over right. Open. Reach through. Hold the crunch. Block overhead. Cross left over right. Right over left. So you've got two crisscrosses, alternating one foot in front of the other, and then the opposite wide V. Crunch and reach. Bring it back to center. You're holding that crunch the entire time. Keep it going. Few more. All right, last one. All right, release down. Release your legs out long. Elbows wide behind your head. Bring your right heel on top of your left toe. So your right foot is staggered on top of the left. Elbows wide to start. You can also bring your hands under your hips for more support. Straight leg lift and lower. Lift it up. Lower down. Abs are engaged here. Lower back stays glued to the floor. You can always plant your hands under your hips. Legs lift, legs lower. All right, lower the legs, switch the feet, left foot on top of the right. Here we go, lift it up. Lower down. Lower ab engagement here. Lift it up, lower down. You can always plant your hands, palms facing down under your hips. You can bend those elbows behind your head. Do what you can. Maybe one more. All right, draw your knees in towards your chest. Now butterfly out your knees. One last move here. Elbows wide behind your head. Butterfly crunch and release. Butterfly bridge lift. And lower, crunch it up, lower down, hips lift, hips lower. You're alternating crunching and lifting the hips. At one point in time, neither head, neck, and shoulders or your hips, only one are elevated. Crunch, release, hips lift, hips lower. You're staying in that butterfly position, elbows are wide. Knees are wide. Even as you lift your hips, try to keep those knees drawing down towards the floor. One more. Crunch, lower. Hips lift, lower. Draw your knees into your chest, cone yourself into a tight ball. Head, neck, and shoulders can stay grounded, or you're welcome to tuck your chin in towards your chest. Find a gentle sway if that's comfortable. Gently come back to center. Allow the soles of your feet to come up towards the ceiling for happy baby. You can keep holding the backside of your thighs, your calves, or find the outer edge of each foot if that's comfortable. Stay here. Find a gentle sway from one side to the other, pressing your lower back in towards the floor. Gently sway back through center. Extend your left leg long, keeping your right foot towards the ceiling. Single leg happy baby. Release your right hand from your foot. calf or thigh, and gently bind your hands on your right shin for wind removing pose as you draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder. Release the bind of your hands on your right shin. With your left hand, gently guide your right knee over to the left side of your body. For a deeper stretch, you can look over your right shoulder. Maybe reach your right arm long. Gently come back to center. Keep that right knee bent. Allow the sole of your right foot to come to the inside of your left thigh for reclined tree. And just breathing. Gently bend your right foot. Bend your left foot to meet the right. Draw your knees back into your chest. Come back to your happy baby. Rolling back through center. Release your right leg long. Sole of your left foot stays up towards the ceiling for single leg happy baby. Release your left foot towards your glutes and bind your hands on your left shin for wind removing pose as you draw your left knee up towards your left shoulder. Gently release the bind of your left shin. Using your right hand, guide your left knee through your midline over to the right side of your body for supine twist. Gazing up or over your left shoulder. Come back to center, lower both hips, keep that left knee bent, allow the left foot to come to the inside of the right leg. Reach your left leg long to meet the right. Deep body stretch, arms overhead, legs out long, reach, 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 tiny arch in your back. Draw your knees back into your chest, crossing one ankle over the other. Rock and roll yourself a few times along your spine. And then coming up to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. Maybe find a gentle sway side to side, allowing your sit bones to dig a little bit deeper in towards the earth. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand to left knee, twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale through center, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach, left hand to right knee, twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to close your eyes for a gentle breath. The light love in me honors the light love in each and every one of you. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Namaste.